Welcome to News Laundry Chhota Hafta. For the full episode, subscribe because it is behind the paywall and only subscribers get access to uncut, complete content. News Laundry Hafta is our weekly wrap of all that made the news, all that didn't, and all that should have and all that shouldn't have. We agree, we disagree, we critique, and occasionally we beat each other up. But it's all good fun. Subscribe.
This is a News Laundry podcast and you're listening to NL Hafta.
अंग्रेज अपना लगान और न्यूज़ लॉन्ड्री अपना हफ्ता कभी नहीं छोड़ते. वेलकम टू हफ्ता एंड आनंद लवर्स. टुडे यू हैव टू फॉर द प्राइस ऑफ वन. We have both the Anands back after missing in action for a couple of weeks. So I will just let them explain why. Also, I am very sorry to say we have a panel today. We have no woman representation on the panel and we try to avoid this.
Stop lying.
That was Anand trying to be a woman. So all of you who were fooled, really guys. So today on the panel, there is Anand Ranganathan.
Hello.
We haven't had him here since his lab's discovery. And congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Maybe you can quickly explain what is the context of that and how that, although you've done a little interview, which you can read in the link below. We have a constitution expert, Mr. Meghnad.
Hello, hi.
And
please stop calling me constitution expert, seriously.
Okay, we have...
But can we call you, sorry to interrupt, can we call you Meghnad even, because the grapevine has it that you were going to be destroyed by Yogi Adityanath?
Oh yeah, that's true actually. Yogi Adityanath apparently said in UP.
That is what Ramraj means.
Ramraj means destruction of Meghnad and Kumbhakaran.
Dekho,
and Ravan also, I think he said. But
yeah, Ravan also, yeah.
Ravan was destroyed by Shah Rukh only.
Oh God.
It was devastating.
It's nice to be back.
Nice to be back.
I was missing this.
From his leave in his home state of Bihar is Anand Vardhan. Welcome back, Anand.
Hello.
How was Bihar?
Fine. Bihar is always great.
Really? Was it as nice? Was the weather as good as Delhi? Did you have the kind of smog and cold that you have here?
No.
Not the smog, but the cold.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. And our managing editor, Raman Kripal. Hi, Raman.
Hello.
Although you did a Facebook Live on the demolition of the masjid, maybe you can give us a little bit of that today as well, since you were on location. Those of you who haven't watched it, there is the 25th year of the demolition of what is referred to as the Dhancha of the disputed site, if you're absolutely politically correct, or of the Babri Mosque, if you are committed on what it was, or of Ram Lalla's Janmabhoomi, if you are committed the other way. So that had, a lot of play in the media. And I wonder if it is justified, although we also did a Facebook Live, but Raman, maybe you can tell us why it's important or not. So also I have an announcement to make. Next week it'll be episode 150. See, I know math. Now you can give us gifts saying, Dekho, 150 ho gaya episode, badhai ho. So you can send us subscriptions and request your friends and relatives to subscribe as well. But other than that, dear subscribers and supporters of independent media, you can tweet and share with us what you like, what you dislike, and what we can do to make the NL Hafta better. Your feedback is essential, it's important, and it's something we value. So here's what you can do. We want you to send us a video of 90 seconds. 1.5 minutes is zyada nahi. Tell us why you listen to Hafta and why do you subscribe to News Laundry. And this video, we will put this together and tweet it out, put it out, और सब मुफ्त खोरों को थोड़ा हम guilty feel कराएंगे ताकि वो भी थोड़ा subscribe करके media को support करें. So you can send us this video either via email to contact@newslaundry.com and the subject line should be NL150, right? Or you can WhatsApp it to us to the number 810-536-4040. I repeat, the India code is +91 and the number is 810-536-4040. Or you can tweet it to us also at News Laundry. So I repeat, just tell us why you listen to Hafta and why you subscribe to NL in 90 seconds. Also, I would like to congratulate our viewers, our listeners. You have started sending us emails that are 200, 300, 180 words long.
Oh.
And you made your point in that. So I'm very impressed. Thank you. We can include so many more opposed to the 1,000, 2,000 word emails you used to get, which you can still send. We'll carry those as articles. So, panel, anything you want to share before I tell you what is on our list today? Anything remarkable you want to share with me?
Congrats on 150 weeks. I mean, almost coming up next.
Yes.
That's nice. I'm going to send a video now.
Okay, excellent.
I'm a subscriber, guys. I'm
He's a subscriber as well. Dekho. How nice.
Because they promised to give me like merchandise the first time I subscribed, but still hasn't come yet.
Oh,
Every time I remind him of this, he's like, "हाँ दे देंगे, अरे ऊपर से लेके आओ डब्बे में." Like,
So you cannot drink coffee in I'm a Proud Bhakt.
no, that's the
so
one I wanted
disappointing.
actually.
Well, right now the one you're drinking in is Frankly Speaking.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
With someone who looks suspiciously like Arnab but is not.
is not. Yeah.
Okay, so this is what happened in the news this week. My best wishes to Congress for ushering Aurangzeb Raj, says Narendra Modi, in response to Manishankar Iyengar's very convoluted explanation of what is democracy and what is dynasty. Then Congress's Janayu Sacred Thread we already discussed last week, but we can maybe mention it a bit this week. Shehzad Poonawala hits back at the Congress and becomes a whistleblower to reveal a rigged party election system. And we also did an interview with him, Amit, from here. Then the UP civic polls, the BJP won several seats, but the final tally was not quite what the mainstream media was making it out to be, and I wonder why that happens. Then I'm a little reluctant to use the word love jihad. It's become like a hashtag on popular media, and I think we should kind of use another phrase. The accusation of forced conversion, because this shortcut I think has normalized something which we saw in that video that guy was hacking someone to death saying love jihad ka yahi hoga. I mean, I just find it really strange, the kind of names that come up. Then India abstains from voting on UN resolution condemning violence against Rohingya in Myanmar. I'd like to know what the panel thinks on that. Vijay Mallya appeared in court and he spoke to channels for the first time. Although Arnab spoke to him more. But he gave a couple of bites to, I think, Bloomberg and CNBC and a couple of other channels.
He did say hi to Arnab.
Arnab, yeah. Hi Arnab, how are you?
Did Arnab grill him?
No, he just continued
Arnab
saying
was just
hi,
grilling,
hi,
but
hi,
Arnab
hi.
wasn't aware whether anyone was listening or not. He was like just talking.
Oh.
You know, Arnab is like that aunt of yours. When she calls, you can just put the phone, go take a dump, wash your face, bathe, come back and pick it up again and she won't even know you've gone.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's like that.
Yeah.
And then Shashi Kapoor passed away. I really liked him. We shall end with a song for Shashi. And Tamil Nadu non-bailable warrant issued against DMDK chief Vijay Kant in journalist assault case. Thank God for that. At least somewhere some action is taken. Terror mastermind Hafiz Saeed to fight election Pakistan next year. I saw this news and I was, laughing that how Pakistan is still taken as a serious country. But it is, let's face it.
Yeah.
And there is a certain thought in America which takes it more seriously than take us. And I wonder why that is.
It's a good country to put up as a threat all the time, no? It's like a threat. It's like a threat. That's why it's sort of kept alive in
but
popular
historically,
narrative.
what's it done? I mean, it's not like they've allowed a US base there. It's not like the US base, they've got bases, I think, in 200 odd country, 200 odd places in the country.
It won America the war in Afghanistan.
Okay. Well, America didn't win any war in Afghanistan. What war did
No,
America
I'm talking
win?
of the 80s, Russia against, during the Cold War.
Yeah, but
The Mujahids and
But America
basically
didn't win
propped
that
up
war.
by...
It was, the boots on the ground weren't Americans.
Yeah. But,
So,
the Cold War, proxy Cold War was won by
the
Tim
internet,
Berners-Lee.
correct, absolutely. So, Anand, since you're back from Bihar, give us a few. We shouldn't be Delhi focused. क्या हो रहा है वहाँ? Nitish Kumar और Sharad Yadav के बीच. Do you think it's okay for Sharad Yadav to be kicked out of the party? I know Meghnad's view.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, Sharad Yadav has, using the anti-defection law, his Rajya Sabha seat has been taken and the Vice President has said, justice delayed is justice denied, to jaldi se kar do.
Yeah.
By the way, I think Mr. Naidu will be as sensible a Vice President as Trump will be President. But I'll come to that later.
But the bizarre thing about the whole thing, about how it happened, is that the anti-defection law does not specifically say that if someone says something against their party leader outside the house, they will be disqualified, right? It only applies if you vote against the party high command, right? And then if you vote against it, even then the party high command has to basically tell the speaker that this has happened, and then there is a hearing, and after which the person is kicked out.
But Mr. Naidu is just...
But in case of Sharad Yadav, it's very bizarre because they just declared that he has voluntarily resigned from the party. So that is one clause, that if you voluntarily resign, then you obviously lose your seat, which is actually anti-defection. But Here it's just like he basically disagreed with his leader. In the media, he also said that I'm still a party leader. I mean, I don't know what is happening. But the vice president has somehow declared that he's not a party leader anymore.
He hasn't been expelled also.
He hasn't been expelled from the party. So that's the whole point. I mean, I'm
just saying, this vice president will proudly wear his partisanship on his sleeve. I will give that to you in writing. You would never have seen a vice president like this. But sorry, Bihar mein, how is this being taken?
No,
is it an issue in the local media there at all?
no. It was obvious, and if say JDU was a bigger party, national party, one Rajya Sabha seat would not have been that much important. But for regional parties, in the politics of accommodation, one Rajya Sabha seat means a lot. They can accommodate or benefit someone more valuable to them. So that's why the desperation. Otherwise, Shatrughan Sinha and he's a Lok Sabha MP, and other people say more nastier things against
and get away with it.
So that is anyway means and Sharad Yadav was anyway a liability for the party, and he has crossed his sell-by date utility for the party. So.
But is it in the local media of any consequence?
No, means it was a foregone conclusion. It is as small a news as in national media.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yes.
But the larger, I think, problem here is that this has set a precedent. You know, like if say someone tomorrow from the BJP says something outside the house and disagrees with say one policy or the other, this can happen to them as well, that you're disagreeing with the leader, so you have voluntarily resigned from the party.
The chairman cannot take suo moto note of political developments.
But
he cannot presume.
No, he hasn't. So one person filed a notice with the VP and therefore he took an action. But that
one person is any person or a member of the house.
Any member of the Rajya Sabha has to do it. But this can be any member.
This is a precedent.
Exactly. I'm still checking if it has happened before, but as far as I've seen, it hasn't. Like the people
I think Modi and the current BJP dispensation, they like to skewer on a very slow fire the people who disagree with them.
Right.
So I would actually probably say the opposite. I mean, Yashwant Sinha and Shatrughan Sinha have been going hammer and tongs. In fact, Yashwant Sinha has come onto Twitter. He's actually he's I think
he's
2 days ago or something. He's tweeting. And BJP hasn't taken any action, right? So they just kind of let them simmer and, kind of brood like Shori and things of that sort. So
no, but I mean, absolutely. I mean, like, I just use BJP as an example because for no reason, but I mean,
action against
Kirti Azad, I remember. Kirti Azad was thrown out.
Yes.
So action against Jashwant Sinha will bring more, light on.
Right. But even Sharad Yadav is a senior leader. I mean, he's not nobody.
I think in terms of his mass appeal, he's a
nothing
spent force.
He's nothing.
Spent force that.
As they say in Hindi film, "Phuka hua kartoos."
He is not also from Bihar. He is from Madhya Pradesh.
Yeah.
He built his base in Bihar, and in Madhepura, which is where there is a saying that Rome mein Pope, Madhepura mein Goop. That is, it is a Yadav stronghold. So he even defeated Lalu Yadav there in a Lok Sabha election because of the dominant Yadav constituency that it is. So, but that time has gone for him. There are many.
Crude person, I would say. I remember some of his utterances.
Parkati was his, right?
Yeah.
Then another really horrible remark against.
The worst was
wasn't Kanimoi that thing also? He said something. Ki gori nahi hai, kali.
And now people siding with him forget that he was one of the most eloquent OBC voices against women's reservation, and he said,
correct, yeah.
He said that kati balwaliyon
Parkati, that's
yes.
Yeah. Also, no, the supporter. See, the thing is, Anand, I don't support him, or I'm not sure if you support him. What I'm saying is the manner of his removal
That's
is worrying.
exactly.
Like, I don't support Modi, but I would not say, okay, if someone goes and whacks him in the face, it's a good idea. You can support someone for a particular reason because you think it's wrong in how he has been removed, but yet not support that person's politics. I mean, it's not...
No, not this, but before, when he was staging a rebellion against Nitish Kumar, then lot of that ये नया जय प्रकाश उभर रहा है, ये वो बहुत लोगों ने उन्हें गौरवान्वित किया था.
क्या उमड़ रहा है?
नया जय प्रकाश. और ये वो
कौन? Who was he referring to?
ये socialist काम था. मैं तो, in fact, I never liked him for just one fact. In all the press conferences, if you go there, पान खाता था. पान की एक पीक सामने आपके पीक करेगा, फिर आपसे बात करेगा, फिर पान थूकेगा. I never liked him for this.
And when
completely feudal.
Raman sir said that, so I am reminded that when Kandahar, that for the exchange of terrorists, that he was the civil aviation minister then, and there was a very tiny piece of trivia in newspapers then, that he made the aircraft wait with just one thing, to have gutka, because he had forgotten it.
Oh God. My God. Unche log, unchi pasand, Manik Chand. This show is not sponsored by them. I just said that because I remember that slogan.
Filmfare Award se yaar.
Filmfare Award se yaad aaya. So I just have one quick email to read. After that, I would like just everyone to talk about the video of this man in Rajasthan hacking a Muslim laborer to death and then turning to camera and saying, love jihad karoge ya jihad karoge ye hoga. Should that video be shown? I want everyone's views on that and any other views you have. This email is from Samanvay Kumar. Hi News Laundry team, I'm a subscriber of News Laundry since the last 2 months, although I have been following News Laundry religiously since 2013. If it was not for News Laundry, my understanding and knowledge about various issues in India would have been about 1/3 of what it is now. I would like to state that I have subscribed to News Laundry only and only because of the paywall. Also, had you guys not released the Chhota Hafta episode for free and not constantly made me feel guilty for being a mukhfatkhor, I would not have subscribed. So much for those who keep saying that I am very cruel. Madhu, please, I hope you're listening. You say I'm very mean to non-subscribers. It works. So mukhfatkhors, learn something from Samanvay and subscribe. Okay. And by the way, Madhu and Manisha are not here because they're both having, they're not feeling too well. So then Samanvay goes on to say, when you had started the I Pay to Keep News Free campaign, I thought it was rubbish. This is because at the time, the closest NL came to news was Clothesline, which technically is not news. So I would have never paid it at the time. Also, I didn't know of Hafta for quite a long time. Maybe you guys didn't promote it very well on your YouTube channel. Anyway, now I'm hooked onto Hafta. I was already a fan of Madhu Abhinandan. I'm a fan of Anand Ranganath and Manisha Pandey, Atul Chaurasia as well. It's sad that Abhinandan has let go of his cussing in NL Hafta, but to scale up, all startups need to sacrifice some of their coolness quotient. Hope the cussing continues in other shows. I sometimes feel Abhinandan has a crush on Sanjay Rajoura. He keeps quoting him and talks of the good things that about Rajoura everywhere he goes. You guys should invite Sanjay on Hafta. Well, actually, thanks Samanvay for your compliments. We only invite journalists on Hafta, and Sanjay is not technically a journalist or a regular columnist. So he's a artist, he's a stand-up artist, and we have a separate show for that, which we'll restart. But thank you also about the cussing. I just want to tell you, last week we got like 3 emails admonishing me about my cussing. Oh. So I said that, okay, I'll stop cussing.
That's terrible.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
The coolness question thing, I'm like a little... I don't agree with that. I mean, with all respect to
Samanvay.
Mm-hmm. It's not cool that, to appear cool that people curse, right? When they're talking normally and
it's just because we
without
have a
filters,
limited vocabulary.
Yeah, it's
so
a
when you
vocabulary.
forget a word, you say, you know what I mean. Hanji, so Anand, why don't you start about this video? Do you think such videos should be shown or should not be shown? I mean, if it were your call, would you show such a video?
Actually, I've just heard this news from Meghna just now. I wasn't aware of it. Apparently, someone's shot while he's
so let me tell you what happened basically. So there's this video that is going around on pretty much every news channel and on Twitter everywhere. Is this one person with like a orange saffron tikka hacking someone to death while he's begging and then setting them on fire.
And setting him on fire and turn it, and someone's taking it and he turns to camera and says, "Yahi hoga tum love jihad karne walo, yahi hoga tumhara aur karo jihad tum sab whatever you live properly as per or whatever." It's the typical. So some channels are showing that video. Of course, Republic is only talking about
but
the biggest.
They've blurred the.
They blurred it. They blurred it.
They blurred the body.
I mean, I'm not against. It's terrible to see it, obviously, but I'm not against
Showing such video.
Yeah,
I think
I'm
it should
not.
be shown.
I mean, the West has this duplicity. I mean, they show, famine-struck Africans, and they show bomb victims when it happens outside of the West. But when it happens in the West, then they, they don't even show the images. Same for newspapers and things of that sort. But I remember there was, I think 2 years ago, of course, there's a bomb explosion, and Hindu had this photograph of the victims, the people who obviously limbs torn off and everything. They were like piled up in a truck, police van or something like that, and they showed that, and there was a lot of discussion at that point of time that should Hindu have not at least blurred the thing. So
what is your view?
Yeah, I think blurring is probably
Appropriate.
I would say appropriate, but yeah,
the video you think आप blur करके दिखा सकते. What do you think?
I don't think it should be shown because for a simple fact, like for example, when you talk about famines or even bombings for that matter, there cannot be copycats. There are enough crazy people out there right now who will see that guy has gotten publicity because of it and might want to do the same thing. And someone is shooting the video.
It's a very practical
also, right?
reason. Okay.
It's someone is shooting that video, right? So even that person is a little disturbed. So I mean, it's a very bizarre thing. I was thinking about it. What if this guy gets jealous that he's getting all the credit and he goes and does the same thing? I mean, he was there while that guy was getting killed.
But I mean, everyone, Megnath, has smartphones nowadays. I don't think they would wait for someone to have this grisly show to realize that I can also do it.
In this case, his nephew has shot it.
Okay.
So if you understand the psychology, behind the entire thing, it has been done just for the TV.
Exactly.
And if every channel starts showing it 20 times in 1 minute, just one face, and again it comes, love jihad walon ka ye hoga. See, I right now know at least one case in our fraternity where a Muslim girl wants to marry a Hindu, Kashmiri Hindu. Okay. And it's not happening. Sometimes they think they will get married in Bangalore, or sometimes they think they will get married in Delhi. Now, if you start showing, the family is concerned.
It kind of leads to a
fear
psychosis.
Showing such things, what are you trying to show? Okay, do you want to tell a story? Okay, tell a story why nephew has shot it.
Who is the nephew? What do they do? Where are they from? Yeah, so far we don't know anything.
Who this guy is, profile him.
Sun liya Afrika, mufat khoro. Not to brag or anything, but News Laundry Hafta features in the top 50 in the world on SoundCloud in the news and politics category for podcasts. So do subscribe and see what you're missing, because when the public pays, the public is served. When advertisers pay, advertisers are served. Subscribe, help keep news independent and free. All News Laundry podcasts are available on iTunes and Stitcher and any other podcast platform.